Welcome back to Bleach 1000-Year Blood War. This is Core 4, Episode 3, Blood from My Bone. Last time. Urahara, right? Urahara Bankai. Ichigo made it to Yuhabaha. The poem was about Toshiro and the miracle, so I think I saw in the thumbnail Toshiro. So the only spoiler that I do know is we're going to see a little bit of Ichigo's new form. I don't know how much, but I'm expecting more of the episode to be focused on the Toshiro fight because, again, he had the poem. So, like, I feel like we need to focus on that fight. Anyways, I'm excited to see where we go. So let's get started. Oh, Zaraki. Not expecting Zaraki to show up. Okay, yeah. I reject. Let's go, Orihime. Come on. Bouncing her around. What? Come on, Ichigo. Orihime, both of you, get your asses in the game. Okay, Orihime. I see you. Let's go. Oh. They're so cute. Why am I crying at this? Oh! Orihime! Oh my gosh, girl! Like, I don't think it's gonna be this, not that simple, but like, it's gonna be more than just these two. Yeah, that's the problem. He's stabilizing things, kind of, in a way. Ah! Come on, Uru! Oh, shit! I love that he's so geometric in his abilities right now. Where's the dads? Where? Ah! Oh. Yeah. That's what we just said. We just said, like, who cares? We will do what it takes. So what? Is he trying to take over? What's right? People have been theorizing that Ichigo is meant to take over as a Soul King, or like that's what they're building up to, but I don't get why they're insinuating Ichibe is evil or something. Okay, yeah, that's okay. Like I understand what he's saying now, but also I think Ichigo he'd be like, okay, if that's my job, then I will protect the world, because that's the kind of person Ichigo is. Exactly. Yes. We don't know your power, bitch. Yes. Yes. I love the visualization of his powers. Yeah, lay it on, people. Come on. What? Hachi, wait. What? Oh, yes! Look at their Sero. They're so beautiful. No, girl. Momo. It's not over. You know damn well. You guys didn't even move? There we go. Come on. Toshiro, I kind of need him to get a win. People joke on Renji being a terrible win rate, but like, Toshiro really probably has worse. Can you shield him at least, Orihime? I know she's having a hard time keeping up with him, but... Uh-oh. What's going on? I don't like this slow-mo. I'm scared. God, he's such a bitch. Oh, like white Ichigo? Oh shit! What? 15 girl. Okay, there's an extra long, extra end credit scene. Okay. Let's calm down for a second. Ah! Okay. Yeah. I mean. Oh, Zaraki. Yeah. Of course he can grow it back. Of course. Oh, wow. We have to think about that too now? Damn. But... yeah, no Zarashi? Hell yeah. Come on, Zaraki. This is crazy. This is all after credits shit. Like, what are we doing? Oh. Ah! Oh, what's happening? His power is even worse than Grammy's. Like, what? Just a bunch of bullshit. That's what it sounds like to me. Who is that? The Perfect Crimson. I will transform this thing. Who was that? For the life of me, I can't figure out who that voice is. I'm usually pretty decent at picking up the characters they're speaking. I'm looking at the frame, you know, the poem. I still can't figure out who the voice is, but the picture that's quickly, you know, just a little bit of it. It looks like somebody's hollow mask. I'm wondering... okay. So here, I'm going to lay it out all on the table. I know we're going to see Zaraki's Bankai. And there's like a little... there's like a gash here, right where the eye is in the picture. So I wonder if it's Zaraki in some transformation stage. And the voice is maybe like Yachiru somehow. It doesn't sound like her at all, obviously. But then I'm thinking, is it like Unohana's voice? But it doesn't really sound like hers either. So I'm just wondering if it's like, you know, because at this point I'm pretty confident that Yachiru is Zaraki's Sanpakto. And so I'm wondering if this is like her actual form taking through, and that's who's speaking. Yeah, very interesting. I really don't know who that is otherwise. And kind of unrelated, but I am curious. You know, we started this arc off with the fact that Holly Bell is captured by Yuhabaha, but like we haven't really gone back to that. Like, is she dead at this point? Is she captured somewhere in prison? I don't think Holly Bell can like turn the tide on anything, but again, just for the sake of finishing all these closed loops and everything, you know, making sure everything's tied up. Like, I want to know what happened to her. Is she okay? Where did she go? So it doesn't sound like her voice at all. But again, it's just, that was one of the things in my mind. I know I keep harping on, I want the Fullbringers to do something. I want, you know, I just want to go back to Sabertay like one more time just to see what's going on down there. We saw in the opening that they're fighting the little Baro spawn thing. So like, I'm assuming we're going to get some action there. Just like at one scene even, I'd be okay. You know, I love that Grimjow and Nell seem to be doing stuff. So like, that's why I just want Holly Bell too. Because it just, you know, we mentioned her. She's alive. She was alive. I don't know if she currently is. You know, where'd she go? Because we're here in the Quincy realm, and like that's where we assumed she was captured. So where did she go? It's for the episode itself. I don't know why. Like, this show really... Okay, obviously I didn't record, you know, I watched Bleach when I was younger, and so that's why I didn't do original Bleach, because I've already seen it. But I was gonna say, Thousand Year Blood War really hasn't made me cry, and for whatever reason, this episode, out of all the episodes, was the one that was like getting me teary eyed, just because. And I'm not even like a big Ichigo and Orihime shipper. Anything, I don't know, like whatever reason today, it hit me, and I'm really glad it did. Again, I'm loving these bits with Ichigo and Orihime, just seeing their relationship blossom more and more. I think we're gonna get what I want. Again, it's a kind of a controversy of Ichigo and Orihime versus Ichigo and Rukia. I think a lot of anime only people really ship him with Rukia, and I'm glad that Thousand Year Blood War, even like a little bit before that, but Thousand Year Blood War in particular is really course correcting and being like, no, it's Orihime. And so I really like what they're doing these last few episodes, where it's like just showing their relationship develop. Obviously we're in the final fight, so like I don't know how much we can develop, but still, I'm glad we are getting these moments of like they know each other so well. Speaking of Ichigo, I just love I'm really tired of Yuhabaha in general. His powers, I don't want to say it's stupid, but it's just like, okay, we get it. You can see everything. But he is like blob monster, and he's just like attack. I don't know. It's visually so uninspired right now. So I'm glad that the emotional weight is kind of carrying this fight right now. Obviously, we saw Ichigo transform into like this half hollow Master Lorde kind of appearance. But just everything they're doing emotionally and sort of philosophically, I'm really appreciating, because Yuhabaha is he's so I'm tired of him. He's boring and he's stupid, and I don't like his powers visually. It's just it's a lot of like I don't care about him. And I've said before, I really haven't cared about Ichigo as a main character. I love the show for the ensemble cast. I mentioned, Renji and Uryu are probably some of my favorite characters. I love a lot of the captains. Ichigo, he was always like lower down on my list of characters, to be honest. And so I think the Fullbringer arc was like the first, I don't want to say the first time, but that was the arc that really hit home with like, I actually care about Ichigo. There's obviously been moments before that, trials and tribulations that he's had, but that's the arc that really made me love him as a character, and like, okay, I get it. And so this episode too, I'm really glad that we're getting to, I guess, double down on who he is as a character. Again, people had been speculating that Ichibei was kind of grooming Ichigo in a way to take over as a Soul King, and now they've confirmed it in this episode, and I'm glad. I don't know. To me, it didn't. It was like a reveal in the episode, but also it didn't really feel too much like a reveal. I think maybe I was just zoning out or something, and I'm talking too much. But usually the music will kind of indicate, hey, this is supposed to be like shocking to us, and it never felt like that. It really did feel like, okay, and and so I'm glad that's what Ichigo was saying. He's like, so what? Because that's who he is as a character. He's willing to do that sacrifice, and he's willing to put his life on the line. He's willing to protect that. At the end of the day, that's what he's doing. He's not power hungry. He's not like trying to avoid his fate or anything. He's at the end of the day, that's what this whole fight is versus Yuhabaha too, because he can see everything. So like, really, it could be useless. I'm sure that we are going to prevail as protagonists, but as far as they know, it could just be a fruitless endeavor. It could just be, no, Yuhabaha will win no matter what. But Ichigo is not that kind of character to give up. He's just he even if the odds are against him, he is still going to fight. And so I really appreciate that character moment of him, like, yeah, it's a reveal, okay, but here I am anyways. I'm still going to fight you. I love the stuff with Ichigo this episode. We got a little snippet of Uryu. I don't know. I'm scared for him still. Again, I in the manga he lives, but like here, he's really not doing too hot. I love the visualization of his powers though. It's all fractal and like geometric shapes. It's really cool. I don't know if we've discovered what his true power is yet, or if I'm just dense and don't understand it. But at least visually, I do appreciate the glow up he's had with his powers. It took me a little bit to get used to, because honestly, I like his Waco Mundo arc appearance and power set. That's probably my favorite of his. He's really had a couple throughout the years, hasn't he? So this one really isn't that special for me, but I do appreciate, again, just the visuals of the geometrics and like how it reminds me of like Galaga, his powers. So it's really cool in that way, and I hope we get, again, if I'm not missing something, I'm hoping we get a full concrete like this is his powers because right now it's just like, okay, he can laser beam stuff, but like, is there more to it than that? I love the little visor scene. You know, again, I didn't expect them to do much. The visors kind of have a terrible track record also, but I think they did put some respect on their name and like showing them a little bit, showing them doing their shit. I'm always gonna love Shinji's powers in the Thousand Year Blood War arc have been great. I think in the original show, I mean, we barely see it in the original show, but I just love the improvement they made with his powers, his Shikai specifically. They're very visually stunning every time he uses it this arc. I love that they all had like rainbow Sero, because I feel like in the original Bleach, the Seros were always red. Or like majority, like any character that uses it will be red. Obviously there are color distinctions sometimes between spiritual pressures, so like Ulquiorra had like greenish, blackish, Grimjaw has like blue, I think. But even that, didn't he have red? So like, I don't know. I feel like most of the time it's just like, okay, people get a red Sero beam. But here they was like, no, they all get spiritual pressure colored. It was cool. Toshiro and Byakuya teaming up, love that. Kenpachi showing up at the end too. I'm very excited. You know, I don't know who's going to get the official killing blow on Gerard, but I'm glad that we're kind of, again, it reminds me of Yami, and with Zarakia and Byakuya there too. I think we're going to have Toshiro. I think we're going to have probably another Renji and Rukia Bankai moment, I hope. I'm trying to think of like who else could show up to help with this. You know, maybe Urahara, I don't know. But at the end of the day, I'm excited for what they're building up to. I love the team ups and the, I don't know if it was just cheeky humor with Byakuya and Toshiro or what, but that was a little fun moment, their little banter they were having. Anyways, yeah, I really did like this episode. It's I don't know, it might be sacrilegious, but it's kind of higher than a lot of the core 3 episodes that I watched. So I'm hoping we continue this, you know, really just keep up with the pace, keep up with the emotional moments, the hype moments. I'm very excited to see where we go from here. Thanks for watching. Leave thoughts in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.